The crack in Chad's united opposition is widening. There are no more anti-government demonstrations on the streets, and anti-military rhetoric has been toned down. An opposition candidate in the last presidential election has been appointed as transitional prime minister and is currently selling the idea of dialogue and unity to others who oppose the military takeover.
We need to come together for the nation's interest. Everyone has a role to play for the peace of the country. We need to do that to restore democracy, where from now on, power will come from the ballot box.
It's a call that's resonated with some opposition leaders.
We almost agree with the process. What is more important to Chadians is national reconciliation. At the moment, I can say we are united and agreed on a peaceful transition and the organization of a national dialogue conference.
Two key opposition leaders are now in the cabinet that's also made up of the late President Idris Déby's ministers and loyalists, a move described by analysts as significant. The parliament, which was suspended along with the constitution, is back in business, an indication that the military rulers are desperate to win as many civilian hearths as they can. Despite the progress made politically, the situation in Chad remains volatile. In the north of the country, rebels remain a significant threat, so too the armed group Boko Haram. The military leadership here hopes that the appointment of a respected former foreign minister to head national dialogue will persuade some rebels to join in. The African Union has strongly condemned the military's crackdown on protesters that resulted in a number of deaths. It's now urging caution as events unfold.
We shouldn't rush. We are gathering data that will allow the Council to take the best decision. We have to weigh the pros and cons. To decide on whether to ban or suspend Chad is easy, but will that help or harm the country that is facing the most difficult period?
Chad's allies, including former colonial power France, fear that if the country descends into chaos, the entire Lake Chad and Sahel regions will see a rise in attacks by armed groups. That, they say, is why they supported the military takeover. For now, the country's military leaders may have bought themselves some time, but analysts say how they utilize that time and organize proper elections within 18 months will be critical. Ahmed Idris, Al Jazeera, Jazeera.